Just 1 minute. I would like tonight that we all remember Sister Letitsia.
Yes.
She was the one who was really getting burst of blood vessels not to tell me what was happening tonight. But you had to say 27th, don't take on anything. Actually, there are 2 wedding dinners I'm supposed to be at tonight. But all she could do is say, keep 27th free, I'm not supposed to tell you. And unfortunately, she can't come. Some of you know she's had hip replacement surgery, and unfortunately followed by a heart attack, and she wasn't well at all last weekend. But thank God, with all the prayers, and those of you who weren't allowed to visit her and prayed for her like mad, she is okay now and back in her room. And soon, after a few days, those who want, I think, may be allowed to visit in small numbers, and more especially when she comes back to the convent. We'll have her downstairs, because she won't be able to go upstairs, and you'll be able to visit her there later when she's back. But keep on praying for her, and we remember her tonight. I don't know for any girls that are here from the Chinese stream. We started out, intending having Catholic high school for girls. And there was Sister Letitsia, Sister Bosco, and we had the same badges, Catholic high school, the same report cards and all that. But as the education policy changed and they thought it was divisive to have more Chinese schools, we weren't allowed, and those girls went through a few batches, went through Assunta and had Mrs. Ng, who is here tonight, who I see, as teaching them Chinese as well as the others. And Sister Letitsia was here for that. And I suppose you also know before the days of Miss Sito, who is here tonight from Vancouver, and Mrs. Ten, who is around, and Mrs. Lau from Singapore. There are 3 PE specialists here tonight. Sister Letitsia was like the PE specialist on sports day. She had the maypole dance and she had the hoop dance, and I would be in my office and I would hear her say, girls, hold up your hopes. Hold up your hopes. And that's Letitsia, and I think she's always her name means joy, and she's always an element of joy, whatever she knows. So we remember her tonight also. Yesterday was her 75th birthday.
Oh.
She's Noel. She's born on Christmas Day. Thank you, and keep praying for her.
Thank you. So, Chan Lai Ha. Where are you, Chan Lai Ha? A round of applause for her.
To represent 67.
I have will be representing the past people.
Hello. Thank you, Michelle. Can you hear me from the back? All right, loud and clear. Dear beloved Datuk Paduka Sister Enda, President of the Assunta alumni, teachers and friends, Datuk, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and of course a very, very happy birthday to dear Sister Enda. When I first called out the president of the alumni, Big Sister Teresa, to buy some tickets for this dinner, little did I realize that I will have to make a speech. Thank you, Sister Teresa, for this Christmas present. And I'm very honored to say a few words about Sister Enda. What can we say about Sister Enda? What does she mean to all of us who studied in Assunta in the 60s? One short speech can never do justice to such a great person, a magnificent person in our eyes. She has done immensely for Assunta to develop it to what it is today. It requires a whole book to talk about her. In fact, a series of books like the Harry Potter series. Because Sister has brought such magic and such wonder to Assunta. The difference, of course, is that Harry Potter is only on film. But the magic that Sister has given to Assunta is real and tangible. And we thank you for that. If asked to sum up in one word, what is Sister like? That word must be visionary with a V. Of course, Sister is also a missionary. She is a great visionary missionary. So it is actually two words, not one word. For how else can one describe a person who has pioneered educational opportunities for so many young ladies in an era when such opportunities were so limited? How else can one describe someone so great who has laid the foundations for producing educated young ladies who went on to be torchbearers for the nation, generation and generations on end? That word must be visionary, a great visionary. One cannot talk about Assunta without referring to Sister Enda. And one cannot talk about Sister Enda without Assunta. For Sister Enda is Assunta, and Assunta is Sister Enda. They are like Siamese twins bonded together in life and destiny to pursue a common agenda which is synonymous with premier education, the best in the nation. I think we all have to thank her for that. Assunta is what it is today due to the selfless dedication of Sister Enda. Her sacrifices for Assunta are beyond the extraordinary. So extraordinary that no singular speech can capture them in totality. All of us from the 60s are deeply indebted to you, Sister, for giving us those opportunities. These opportunities have opened so many doors for us and has liberated our minds. We are what we are today in large measure due to your guidance and your great influence. This influence continues to impact on us even today. Though we have left Assunta decades ago, Assuntarism, if we can call it, still flows in our blood and still sings in our hearts. Once again, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. No speech is good enough to express our gratitude to you. No gifts rich enough can compensate the tireless efforts and the love that you have shown to all our Assuntarians from all walks of life. We are very, very proud to be part of that heritage that you have built for us. We are very, very proud to have studied under your tutelage. Our very good fortune is that you have been our Sifu and our Guru Besar Supreme, the Most Supreme. You have embedded in us the principles of truth and charity, the twin pillars of our school song, that have continued to guide us throughout our lives. You have instilled in us the discipline that has strengthened our hearts and steadied our hands in our daily actions. For that, we are truly to you, dear sister. Assunta will always be great because of you and all the sacrifices that you have given to Assunta to lay the foundations towards its greatness today. No history indeed, and of course no history about the education of girls in this whole country will be complete without the annals of your immense contribution. Though the school uniform has changed from brown in the 60s to blue today, you will always remain evergreen in our hearts, and your contribution to Assunta etched forever in our minds. May God bless you and keep you in good state. And once again, a very, very happy birthday to you, sister. Thank you very much.